Welcome to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. We got our, I almost said, what is in this cup? It is an energy drink, but I guess I shouldn't say what energy drink because they haven't paid us yet for the sponsorship. But we've got our energy drinks here. We are ready to go, might I just say. Welcome to the show, Matthew Marsden, BlazeTV contributor and actor and producer extraordinaire. And we're on one today, or at least I am. It remains to be seen if Matt is too.
Oh, I am too, yeah.
Or do you have your nameless energy drink?
I do.
What color is yours?
Mine's blue.
Mine's deep yellow. It looks like
Hey, does it
dehydrated.
Look like
It looks like dehydrated pee. It's like, I don't want to spill it out.
I do. Oh, don't do that on the computer.
I didn't. I was careful. Anywho, what's a little
Pee.
yellow for to start the show? Just kidding. This doesn't actually have. Yours does. Mine doesn't have artificial colors in it.
Yeah, mine is just all bad things, and I don't care.
Anywho, so I do want to talk about what's happening in Texas. Literally, as of the time of this taping, their deadline, the Texas Democrats' deadline, has just expired. And I want to talk a little bit about that, or at least as much as we can talk about today. But first, I want to talk about this tweet that I saw over the weekend from Fox News. And, you know, we have been talking about what happened in Cincinnati at the Cincinnati Music Festival with this beat down of these two white people, one man, one woman. And it was like you're watching a world star hip hop video, right? That everyone, because apparently the people who were filming are so low IQ, they cannot utter any actual words, nothing except grunting. And so you have this video that surfaced, and I knew they were going to do this, okay? I knew they were going to do what I'm about to show you. I knew they were going to do this. So I made sure when I played it and when we talked about it, I said, I don't care what was said. You heard the police chief say, well, it's important to note that there was a verbal altercation before this. It is? I don't think so. I don't know what verbal altercation could have taken place that would have warranted what I watched happen, which was about 10 people taking turns beating the shit out of some guy and beating his head on the pavement. I cannot think of, you tell me the worst word imaginable, and I cannot think of a word that warrants that type of violence. Well, wouldn't you be surprised to hear that Fox News seemed to, I don't know, sort of post a tweet, an X post over the weekend that, to me, ran cover a little bit for the people who beat the shit out of these white people. They said, new video, the N-word was shouted during the violent Cincinnati beatdown. New footage shows, but it's unclear who said it and to whom it was directed. Well, wait a second, Fox. Wait a second. Why bother posting this and saying, new video, the N-word was shouted during the Cincinnati beatdown? Oh, but it's unclear who said it. I mean, it could have been a black person saying it to another black person. We don't know who it was directed to, actually. It's very unclear, but we're here to tell you that nasty N-word was shouted, and that's why those people got their asses beat. And now I want to play what Fox News, remember they said the N-word, and there's a video attached to that tweet. And I want to play for you the video, and I want you to notice something very interesting about what you hear in this video. Watch. So here's another angle. Someone's already on the ground, by the way. Already on the ground. What? Well, I couldn't hear anything there because it was just a loud beep. Maybe here is where I'll hear it. Uh-oh.
He's 60.
Okay, so they're clearly also bleeping
The F word.
F words, right? So multiple words are being bleeped now. Couldn't tell ya. Now, that's enough. That's honestly enough of that. So that's what the entire video is. And I'm like, oh, okay, Fox News. Thanks for the cover for the violent criminals, Fox News. I'm sure they really appreciate you sticking up for them. But also, why would you post the video and then not allow us to hear for ourselves?
It's completely puzzling. Well, I'd say it's well, no, it's not, is it? It's not.
It's not when you know what Fox News is actually.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want to look at what they did this morning, actually, there was I don't think I've ever heard anything about John Cornyn at all. And yet this morning, that was the lead news story on them, is about John Cornyn.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Like a glowing
report. Oh, yeah.
On John Cornyn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I can't believe you didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, and I'm like,
all I saw was Governor Rick Perry, former Governor Rick Perry, has put his endorsement behind John Cornyn. And I'm like, oh, okay. If that isn't an endorsement for Ken Paxton on accident, I don't know what is. But go ahead.
No, but I mean, does it? I'm trying to figure this out, because if it was two black guys saying it to one another, is that okay? I'm just trying to figure out the rules here, right? Because
according to their rules, yes. According to their rules, yes. Because black people get a pass to say it, because if you are black, you are allowed to say it. If you are white, you get the shit beat out of you if you say it. If you're white, you get your head pounded in the pavement. It's just a word, by the way. Oh, or you get fired, like that teacher in Washington.
Well, you can't even have it in a book now. You can't even have it in a book, a historical book.
That's why he got fired.
That was accurate, right?
That's why he got fired. He's simply reading the word that is on the paper that the author, by the way, the author chose intentionally. And you can't say that either. You got to skip it. You got to skip over it.
The whole thing's ridiculous. By the way, how many times... If you guys are probably not many people in here, maybe they are fans of rap music, but if you like rap music, certainly old rap music, you can't rap to DMX, right? If you're a white guy, you can buy it, you know, I mean, and this is...
Hold on. If you're a white guy and you like DMX, I know when you're in the car by yourself, you are rapping every single word.
You're totally doing it.
I know it. You know why? Everyone does it. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone does it. Okay, so I know your little secret. You're doing it. You're not doing it in front of your friends, just in case. You're not doing it in front of your girlfriend. You're not doing it in front of your parents. You're doing it. I know you are.
Or at the gym, where you're there like getting motivated, right? You're like, no, I can't say that. I look around and there's like some black guys around. I'm like, I can't say that word around it. Look,
they're all lifting like a shit ton more.
Not more, Sarah. Thank you very much. I told you about my experience at the gym where this is I'm going to segue a bit. I don't care because it's just the two of us.
Sure.
So I was lifting weights, right? And this black guy who looked jacked, right, came up to me and he went, hey, better to look like you can lift a lot and not be able to than to lift and not look like it. And he walked off and I went,
wait, what?
Because I was curling with like 110 pounds, like a bar.
Yeah.
Right. And doing very controlled. And I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And then I realized it wasn't, because he was like jacked and lifting smaller weights. But
well, that's rude.
But no, look, I mean, at the end of the day, I hate that word. I always have hated that word, but it is just a word and it does not justify any kind of physical altercation. By the way, these are the same people that are saying it's okay for a black woman to be cast as Jesus Christ. And why do we have a problem with it? It's the same people.
Right.
Right. They want to be outraged at people saying the N-word, but they expect us not to be outraged when they portray a black woman as Jesus, our Lord and Savior. They're okay with that. The left is just so full of inconsistencies. It is utterly frustrating. And by the way, Fox News is no friend of ours. They're no friend of ours at all.
No. They believe in DEI. They have run transgender child glowing puff pieces about, moms who are mentally ill, who dress their boys up in girls' clothing. They use preferred pronouns. I mean, the list goes on of they forced all of their people to take an experimental jab. I just don't know why anyone, especially with Tucker being gone, why anyone would go on Fox News. Now, there is one particular program who has invited me on. Well, they did invite me on fairly recently. And the more I speak out against Fox News, the more I'm like, well, I don't think, no, it wasn't Gutfeld.
Really?
No. I'm like, I don't think that I will be invited onto that program anytime soon. But you know what? That's okay. Because let me tell you, I want to go into some more of this particular story and some things of interest, perhaps. But this is like a peek back behind the curtain a little bit, okay? It was very interesting because they asked me to come on to talk about the thing that I do consider myself an expert on of sorts, because my organization, Texas Family Project, works, to prevent all of this transgender bathroom nonsense in the state of Texas. And originally they had invited me on to come talk about that particular issue. And I said, yeah, absolutely. Let's make it work. And so we were organizing that. And then that was when something with Israel and Iraq happened. Or Iran, sorry. And all of the headlines were then about that. And they were like, actually, we want you to come on to talk about that instead. And I was like, you don't want me on to come talk about the Israel-Iran conflict. Like, I don't have anything credible to say. I can give you my opinion, but like, I don't know why you want it. And so I ended up just saying like, thanks, but no thanks, because I just felt this feels disingenuous. Why would you want me on to talk about that? I get it. You had to change.
You booked a slot. And they want you to talk about it.
Exactly. They already had their slot booked and they were like, no, you can just talk about it. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the other thing. And if you don't want to have me on to talk about the other thing, we'll just rain check it. And I can just come on again when it makes sense. But it did make me think, like, an organization like Fox, I mean, they're spending God knows how much money on these, rooms. I mean, you got to go, for those of you who don't know, you got to go to like downtown Dallas to the actual Fox place. You can't do it from Zoom, at home or anything like that. They make you go to the actual facility. They have a facility in all of these major cities so that you can go and actually be part of their feed. And it's like a big deal. And so I'm thinking like, geez, I mean, they're spending a lot of money to like make sure this is right. You would think that they'd be like, you know what, let's just rain check. We'll find a guest that actually makes sense. And they were like, no, it's fine. We'll just have the BlazeTV host who has absolutely no, background on Israel and Iran come and give her opinion about Israel and Iran. And I was like, no. So that was suspect to me.
Well,
in and of itself.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, you are almost always right about things. Right, Stephen? Right, Stephen?
Of course.
See?
That doesn't sound convincing enough, Stephen. Again, but with more feeling.
Of course it's true.
There you go. No, in all honesty, I mean, I understand why they would have you on, and I understand though why you would not go on, because you're like, listen, I'm not an expert in this, go and get a Middle Eastern expert. I've been like that about the conflict as well. I mean, not that it stopped any other actors piping in with their bullshit ideas on it, but I'm like, you know what? There's too much going on there. It's too much of a political hot potato. Not that we really care about political hot potatoes, but like, I care about what's going on in the United States of America. I keep saying this. Yeah. My focus is here. I don't know what's going on over there, but what I do know is Hamas still have terrorists and they're not very good people. Right. I don't know what's going on, and I certainly do not trust the mainstream media on their coverage of it. So I'd rather just stay away from it.
And I think that also just like that in and of itself, I mean, imagine let's say pre-COVID, let's say 6 years ago. Imagine 6 years ago, Fox News asks someone to be on. You're like, I don't care what it's on. I will drop whatever I'm doing and I will be there. It doesn't matter what you ask me to talk about. I will make myself an expert to talk on Fox News. And now I'm just like, that just doesn't feel right. It's fine. And to me, that in and of itself, I mean, I had a moment where I go, wow, Fox News really has lost its grip on media. I mean,
it's lost its shine, definitely.
It has. Like the fact that, someone like you or like I would just be like, I mean, it just doesn't feel right is pretty tremendous if you think about it. Whereas just, a number of years ago, people would be like, I mean, my neighbor down the street who has no TV experience would be like, yeah, I'll be on Fox News, like it would be the thing to do. I mean, a bucket list thing to check off. And now it's like, and things like this happen. And it makes me wonder, maybe this is part of the reason that people feel this way about you, Fox News, because they tried to kind of conflate the matters, going back to the Cincinnati video issue. They tried to kind of conflate the matters because they tried to say in their headlines, let's pull up this Cincinnati Fox headline. This Fox News, video of racial slur yelled during the brutal Cincinnati beatdown emerges. So they're claiming that this was yelled during that fight that we saw. Well, that's so weird because I didn't see that same fight happen during the video that they posted, right? The New York Post, even they posted about it as well. They said, fourth slugger busted in Cincinnati brawl as new video shows moments before melee. But the video isn't a video leading up to the brawl. It isn't even a video during the fight that we saw. It's actually a video immediately following the fight that we originally saw, which is why it makes it absolutely, completely irrelevant to the conversation at hand. And yet Fox is still running with that headline. Now, I want you to look a bit at the original video and you can see where the transition happens. Okay, you pay attention to the man that's kneeling in the street. And when the man that's kneeling, he's actually in the same spot when switching between clips. Watch. So there they are. This is the original video. You hear the low IQ grunts.
Such cowards.
World star hip hop. And so you see him. There's the guy kneeling, and there's the guy on the ground that you just saw. And the guy's already on the ground. This already happened. Everyone's already left him. Everyone has already left him. So you tell me, Fox News, if the N-word was uttered during that time that you had to bleep all of these words and we couldn't actually hear it for ourselves, so we couldn't know and we couldn't judge who the hell said it and if it was even said at all. If the N-word was actually uttered after the fight started, which we just showed you that video was after the fight started, it could not have been the cause of the fight, could it? But once again, the mainstream media lied to you to push a narrative. They flipped the order of events. Now, how disgusting is that? I can understand the CNNs of the world and the MSNBCs of the world trying to trick you, trying to make you think that there is a racial narrative in everything. But there is just something so disgustingly evil and deceitful, particularly deceitful, about a company like Fox News who claims to be for you, who claims to fight for truth, who claims to be objective. And in the end, they're just like all the others.
100%. I mean, it's incredibly. I mean, this has been a long time coming, though, Sarah. You know this. And here's the other thing. In one of those headlines, it was the N-word was said, right? It said N, but and the next one it said racial slur.
Right. Well,
can anybody tell me what a racial slur against a white person is? Can you name one? I can name one.
I can name.
It's lame. Cracker?
Yeah.
Do you think if someone called you a cracker and you beat the shit out of them, they'd go, oh, well, it's justified. They called him a cracker.
Right.
You'd be like, what? It's just ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
We don't, by the way, as rappers don't call each other, white rappers don't call each other crackers.
Yeah.
Right? They don't call, and it's not in the white vernacular to call each other cracker all the time. In fact, we're just like, okay, whatever. Like, this has to end. I
might start calling you a cracker.
Call me a cracker. Do it.
You cracker.
Call me a cracker, limey, whatever.
You cracker, limey.
Whatever.
You cracker, limey.
I can't lift the table to flip it. It's too. Oh, is that bolted down?
I mean, it's nuts. Well, I get called a coconut a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they this is what it is. They say because you're brown on the outside and white on the inside. Because I'm
So, listen, it's like when they
boring
say,
white girl at heart.
well, when they say
with
the black people who behave respectfully,
Uncle Tom's?
they call them all. They say they're white acting. I'm like, how
Or white
insulting.
passing?
No, well,
White acting, yeah.
right, they act like whites. I'm like, behaving well isn't a white thing. You know what I mean? It's just behaving well. It's not limited to a race.
We did a thing. God, I wish I remember what it was from, but it was some guide to like not being racist and microaggressing black people. And it was like, basically it was saying it's racist if you expect black people to behave, be responsible for themselves, show up on time. Like, it was so racist. It was just like, do you guys not read this and understand how incredibly racist it is to just assume black people aren't capable of like behaving in a civilized manner and also showing up on time?
They don't even, but it's the same thing with the Democrats, right? They're like, you guys, we have to change things for black people because they don't know how to vote.
Right.
You know, like, so we've got to make it easier.
Go get an ID. They're too damn dumb. Like, what?
And you're like, I actually think, though, in the last election, black people are finally going, hang on a minute, I'm just sick of this. And it's right. I did a video years ago, and it showed the Million Man March, and every single person there was dressed exactly the same. Like with a suit, shirt, a tie, the women wearing dresses, black and white. There was no difference. Everyone was dressed respectfully. It was a beautiful thing to see. Yeah. And you see how things have moved now. And it's like the bigotry of low expectations, right? And it's always from the left because, like we're saying, like we don't expect that from black people. We don't expect bad behavior from black people and go, oh, well, it's just because they're black. You know, we're like, no, we don't. In the same way, we don't expect them to have lower test scores to get into college. Like that's repellent to me. Like, you know, the skin is the least most important thing about your skin color.
Now I do expect them to be better at sports. Anywho,
well, they are better at sports, but like
I don't have low expectations. Actually, I just think they're better than us at sports. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We will be back with more. First, we want to thank our sponsor, Birch Gold. So Birch Gold is great for those of you who you haven't yet looked at diversifying into gold and silver. It's actually a really, really great thing to look into because in times of instability and times of stability, gold is your friend. And what Birch Gold can help you do is if you've got an IRA or 401k laying around collecting dust, they can actually help you convert that into an IRA or 401k in gold and silver. It's not going to cost you a penny out of pocket. I have done business personally with Birch Gold. They make it very easy. Here's what they're asking you to do. There's no obligation, so there's no reason not to do what I'm about to tell you to do. Text my name, Sarah. That's me. Hi, I'm Sarah, S-A-R-A, to 989898. They're going to send you a free information kit on gold. All it is information. Read it, decide if it's right for you, and if it is, you know who to turn to. But there's no reason to not just be informed, and you can do that by texting the word Sarah to 989898. Things are heating up in Texas. So just for you know what, I'm going to give people just a look behind the curtain on a lot of things today, actually. But before I do that, I want to remind you guys, make sure to subscribe to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered if you have not yet subscribed. By the way, even if you have, I literally hear from people every week that are like, I don't know why I keep getting unsubscribed. I mean, I know why. I don't know why I keep getting unsubscribed from Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. So go check, make sure you are subscribed, hit the like button and comment. It'll help us in the algorithm. And by the way, while you're at it, go subscribe to Matthew D. Marsden. It's Matt's YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. You know, I typically tape my Texas scorecard episodes over the weekend. And all of this stuff in Texas with the Texas Democrats who were fleeing the state so that they could break quorum so that Texas couldn't vote on these new redistricting maps. Like all of this drama was happening last night. And I'm like, I can't possibly tape my episode tonight because there's too much going on. And literally right after I made the decision to not tape my episode and tape it tonight so that I can get as much information in as I can before we release it tomorrow, Governor Greg Abbott released a statement that was, you know, I will just say if he follows through on this, he has a real opportunity to have a legacy that's worth something, because he released this statement after all of these Democrats broke quorum, posted on their, X pages. We're on our way to Chicago to go meet with Governor JB
Pretzel.
Pricker.
Pretzel.
JB Prick. I just like it there.
Yeah, just leave it right
Governor
there.
JB Prick. We're going to go meet with him in Chicago. Oh, we're going to go meet with Governor Kathy Hochul in New York. Oh, this isn't fair. We don't like it when we don't get our way in Texas. Please don't rule, Republicans. And so they intentionally were fleeing the state so that they couldn't. Because the rule is you have to have enough people to have quorum in the Texas House, or else you can't do any business. You just have to adjourn for the day. So they said, okay, well, we just won't show up. They did this several years ago. I believe it was 2021. They did it several years ago. And Governor Greg Abbott responded after all of them came out and said, you can't actually do anything with us gone. He said, real Texans do not run from a fight, but that's exactly what most of the Texas House Democrats just did. Rather than doing their job and voting on urgent legislation affecting the lives of all Texans, they have fled Texas to deprive the House. They have fled Texas to deprive the House of the quorum necessary to meet and conduct business. And he goes on to say, this is not optional. This is a duty. The truancy ends now. The derelict Democrat House members must return to Texas and be in attendance when the House reconvenes at 3 p.m. on Monday, August 4th. For any member who fails to do so, I will invoke Texas Attorney General Opinion Number KP 0382, that's because it's Ken Paxton's opinion, to remove the missing Democrats from membership in the Texas House. And then he also reminds them, in addition to abandoning their offices, these legislators may also have committed felonies. Many absentee Democrats are soliciting funds to evade the fines they will incur under House rules. Any Democrat who solicits, accepts, or agrees to accept such funds to assist in the violation of legislative duties or for the purposes of skipping a vote may have violated bribery laws. And then he goes on to say that he will work with Texas DPS to extradite the Texas Democrats who skipped the session. Now, spoiler alert, they did skip. They did break quorum. The Texas House locked their chamber doors. And according to our friends over on the Texas House floor, they have created a call to the House. They have signed on to it, the Republicans who are there, and fines will be issued and arrest warrants will be issued to bring the Texas Democrats back and conduct the business that they were sent to the Capitol to do. And if they follow through on this, damn it, Greg, I don't like you very much, but you're going to force me to like you if you do that. I'm going to have to like you, and like forever too. If you do this, Stephen, it wouldn't be in a sexual way, but I might want to kiss him. Like a grandpa kiss.
You'd be going like that a lot, wouldn't you, to Greg Abbott? You'd be like, I heart you.
You complete me. You complete me. Please do it. Please.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really, when I read that earlier on today, I was like, same thing. Don't you dare make me like you, Greg Abbott, because this is awesome. I mean, it was a brilliantly worded statement.
You have to do it.
Has to do it.
Especially with the Democrats. Do we have that response from the Democrats? The tweet, Stephen? Dem response tweet. We've got 4 words for Greg Abbott and his threats. Go ahead, show the tweet. Come and take it. Oh, that's so cute. The Texas House Democratic Caucus issued the following statement. Come and take it. Oh, okay. All right. So we will. That's the only answer. That is the only answer in the state of Texas for a clear Republican majority. The only answer is you show these assholes that this can never happen again.
Yeah, I mean, what we've got actually in the Texas legislature, even though we've got some real... for Republicans, is we have Mitch Little. And Mitch Little is one of the great people in Texas. And he is the one that is, I believe he is the one that is the backbone of all this. And he will not he will not back down on it. So it just shows people what you can do if you have a little bit of a backbone and a little bit of motivation, because Republicans, even in the Senate, I'm talking about, in Congress, are terrible for this. They get bullied and pushed around. And all you've got to do, like anything with any bully, is you got to push them back.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening here, because people like Mitch Little are not going to be pushed around. Mm-hmm. They are adamant on the rule of law. And if you start giving them a little bit of what they keep giving us, they don't like it at all. So, sorry, guys, you're going to be arrested and you're going to be dragged back.
Right.
To the Capitol.
Right.
That's what's going to happen.
Right. Yeah. It's like, here's the thing. Greg Abbott, again. I know people from other states are like, oh, we'd love to have Greg Abbott as a governor. Okay, well, it's just that we're Texas and we have higher standards than, maybe a Maine or something. Like, I know there are a lot, and no offense to Maine, but right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I understand when you are just inundated with liberal policies, you would beg for some sort of a squish conservative. But here in the state of Texas, we expect like a staunch conservative. I have not seen that yet in Greg Abbott, but Greg Abbott and Speaker of the House Dustin Burrows have the opportunity in front of them, a very unique opportunity to really prove, not just to the state, to the entire country, that they have the conservative bona fides to actually do this. Will they do it? I don't know, because the thing you talk about Democrats are the ones who voted in the Speaker of the House in Texas, remember?
I know.
It was, those were his friends.
Yeah.
He got elected as Speaker of the House by a Democrat majority in a House, in a body that has a Republican majority. So then that's the big catch of all this is, well, those are the people that just voted for you, Dustin Burrows. So are you going to turn around and I say stab them in the back because that's how they would feel. I don't actually think it is, because screw those people. They're not one of you. They'll never do the same for you. So who cares? But are you going to turn around and alienate the people who just voted for you as Speaker?
Well, it's going to be very interesting, isn't it? I mean, I think that this is, as you said, Sarah, it's a winning proposition for Republicans to get something where they can unite most Texans behind them. And by the way, these things are very silly because, Greg Abbott, let's say Greg Abbott pushes for, and they keep going on and on about this, about property taxes. I keep saying that property tax is theft. It needs to go.
Right.
And there is a way that we can make up the money. By the way, there's billions of dollars we have in surplus. But even the Democrats don't like paying property taxes. So you have an opportunity to lead in instances like this. And I'll tell you this, even Democrats, the majority of them don't like the fact that these guys have fled to Chicago.
I know.
Of all places, you're going to the capital of corruption in the country, Chicago.
I'm trying to pull up the Illinois gerrymandering map. They're like the ones that are notorious.
California did it. Chicago's done it. I mean, they've all done it. And look, guys, if you ever get a chance, look at Adam Schiff's district in California. It is like, it's the oddest thing. It's like they've clearly gerrymandered it. Right? I mean, they've been doing this in California for years. His old one, when he was a representative. And by the way, the fact that I can't even, it still stuns me to this day that guy is still in politics. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, well, sometimes it's like Nancy Pelosi. When you have someone who is like a demon who is in office, it's just really hard to get them out.
What would Nancy Pelosi say about this, Sarah?
This is Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault. This is Donald Trump trying to, he just hates democracy. That's what he does. He hates it.
Oh, I have to get so much spit in my mouth to do that.
And vodka in your cup.
And did I mention? Oh, I already showed them that it was yellow.
Yeah, you've nearly drank all your pee. You're almost out of your pee now. You're peeless.
You know what? For pee, that stuff tastes damn good.
I know. Mine's nearly gone as well.
A hint of peach.
Is that what they ate last night? Is it like asparagus?
It must be. I don't know. I'm just saying. It tastes like. I didn't have peaches, so I have no idea how it tastes like peaches.
It's a genetic thing. You know that, right?
Does your pee smell like asparagus after you eat asparagus?
I don't know. I've never sniffed it.
Okay, then your pee doesn't smell like asparagus after you've eaten.
Because then you just smell it.
You don't sniff it. You smell it. There's no way you don't smell it. Steven.
One take. Yes, you're totally correct.
Thank you.
For real.
No, he's being for real.
Stephen, does my pee smell of asparagus? Yes or no?
No, but I'm
I don't
saying
know
like
about yours, but if you eat asparagus and it happens, you will know.
you will know. Like there's no mistaking it. There's no like, I'm not sure. Like you know if you eat asparagus. And I mean immediately.
Really?
Oh,
Does it go
immediately
green as
afterwards. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just smells like asparagus.
That hasn't happened to me.
So you don't have the gene.
I don't have the gene. Marsden doesn't have good genes.
No, you do have good genes.
Oh, I do have good genes.
Yeah, I don't want to smell asparagus in my pee. It's terrible.
What about if you smell asparagus in your pee and you don't eat asparagus?
Then you might need to go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor.
All right, we've got more to come. And we're not even done with our energy drink, so who knows what's going to happen. But I do want to remind you guys, make sure that you check out my Texas Scorecard show. I will give you all the latest updates on what is happening in the Texas House. And if any Democrats have been arrested yet, you can find it right on my YouTube channel. If you guys are already watching on YouTube, make sure you go to the playlist, Come and Take It. I know, it's like what the Democrats said in their stupid little statement, but they don't actually believe in that statement at all. They just wanted to use it for funsies. That's actually the name of my podcast. And you need to go check it out. Make sure that you watch it tomorrow. We will drop that at 12 p.m. Central Time tomorrow on my YouTube channel, Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. All right, we've got more to come, but I want to thank our sponsor of this segment, MD Hearing. How's your hearing? How did I know you would do? I'm like, I know he's going to do this if I do it. If you maybe don't hear your spouse as often, or maybe you do hear your spouse and you just forget everything that she says, Stephen. Anywho, MD Hearing.
He does have hearing aids, though.
He does. He has one. He does. He has one.
He has one.
Because here's the thing. So the way that the technology is, MD Hearing Aids makes these inner ear, like you put it all the way in. They have a Neo model. It fits all the way in discreetly inside your ear. Nobody can see it. It's not like the big old hearing aids from times past where everyone's like, oh, you have a hearing aid. Nobody can actually see it. And with MD Hearing, they just cut their price in half and they already were like very reasonably priced. So if you've gone to the doctor because you can't hear and they're like, oh, you could pay several $1,000s just to hear again. Don't do that. Go to MD Hearing. You can get a pair of digital hearing aids for $297. This is a doctor design built by an ENT surgeon, trusted by over 2 million people. You can be one of those, okay? 45-day risk-free trial. There's nothing to lose. Go to shopmdhearing.com. Use promo code Sarah. You can get that pair of hearing aids for $297, and they're going to throw in a free extra charging case. That's a $100 value just because you're fans of mine. Shopmdhearing.com. Promo code Sarah. So let's go back to the Sydney Sweeney.
No,
Scandal.
let's not.
I know. Okay. That might involve looking at pictures of Sydney Sweeney. I hate to inform you.
I'll take one for the team.
Twist my arm, Sarah. So President Trump talked about the Sydney Sweeney ad. So I want to give his statement. But I first want to... Do we have the video of Sydney Sweeney? Yeah. So President Trump spoke about Sydney Sweeney, and it was interesting because his statement was made after it was revealed that she's actually a registered Republican in Florida, which, she's at home just like, guys, I just did a jeans ad. Can you not go through my whole life? You're going to try to, cancel me because you looked up my voter affiliation? Screw you, is what I imagine that she's thinking right now. But there was another video that just surfaced of her visiting a gun range, which is going to drive liberals totally crazy. Here's that. That's good, girl.
She's good.
Go, girl. I mean,
those last two shots on top of each other.
You see what I did there, right?
Pretty good. I'd be really proud if I were you. Yeah.
For your first day, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
First day. Like, that's impressive. That's hot. Okay. So, you know, the liberals hate it because she's a real woman. She's hot. She has a healthy BMI and she can shoot. They hate her right now. And so once all of this news surfaced, you had the gun video surface, you had the Republican Party affiliation surface. President Trump was asked about Sydney Sweeney, and here's what he had to say.
Actress Sydney Sweeney had come out this weekend that she was a registered Republican. Any thoughts on that?
That who was?
Sydney Sweeney. She's like a very hot actress right now.
She's a registered Republican?
Yes.
Oh, now I love her ad. Is that right? Is Sydney Sweeney? You'd be surprised at how many people are Republicans. That's what I wouldn't have known, but I'm glad you told me that. If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic.
So good. I agree. He also posted on Truth Social about it before he gave that statement. He said, or no, after he gave that statement, he said, Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican. Go ahead, Matt.
Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican, has the hottest ad out there. It's the hottest ad. Some people say the hottest ad ever. Anyway, I'll let you do the rest. But you know what? Here's the thing about this, and this is a serious thing, actually. As you know, I was an actor in Hollywood.
Yes.
And they're absolutely trying to cancel her.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
That is exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
It is disgusting. And you know what? It's not going to work, because I keep telling people this. Hollywood has no morals. We all know this. And what they will do is, if you've got someone who is bringing in the money, because nobody's bringing in the money in Hollywood anymore, they are still going to give her work. I do think the tide has turned for her. By the way, this guy was one of the first people that ran that particular range, Taron Butler's range. Just so you know, after I did Rambo, I did the range.
Oh, you know that range?
I know Taron and I know the range. I've done it.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about my jeans.
Well,
I'm
are
just
they
saying,
American
no.
Eagle?
No, they're not. But you know, I mean, in all seriousness, though, it is despicable what they're trying to do. They did something similar. Matt Peterson noticed it with me when they came out and said, when I made a comment on X about not doing a show because I wouldn't take the vaccine. And the liberal media put it out there. And what it was, again, it's like, hey, just a reminder, don't hire this guy because he's a crazy Republican that won't take the vaccine. And that's what they're doing. It's not going to work this time. And by the way, American Eagle sales went up. I know people that just said, I've gone out and I've gone to buy jeans just because of that ad. And like we said before, it's not even a particularly risque ad.
No, that's what drives me nuts.
But what's great is Republicans have finally got what you and I, and we've said this multiple times on this show, is you have to project a vision of what you want the country to be like, rather than just saying I'm boycotting. Yeah. And this is very positive.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and to your point, not only have American Eagle sales gone up, but they also responded and doubled down. People were like, oh, I can't believe you. They're like, yeah, Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. The ad is and always was about the jeans, her story. We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans with confidence, their way. Great jeans look good on everyone. That's it. If you have a problem with it, suck it. They didn't say that. I added that for emphasis, but they might as well have said it. They're like, we're not going to apologize. We're not going to feel bad about this. We didn't do anything wrong. Sorry, not sorry that we got a hot actress and said, hey, do you want to put our jeans on? And she said, yeah, sure. And then it turns out she's conservative. Oh, I guess she has more than 2 brain cells to rub together. Good for her.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully this is going to turn the tide now. Hopefully. But I haven't seen it out of Hollywood, as in the movies that they're making. You know, it's not changed yet. But here's the thing, and I've said this to people over and over and over again. She will become the biggest star, hopefully. And then what she will do is she will have the power to greenlight movies that she wants to make. And they are not going to be contradictory to our values. That's the whole point. That's why you need to get behind people like Sarah, people like me, because, as I said, Hollywood has no morals. So eventually they're going to realize that they're going bankrupt and they need stars.
Yeah.
And if they're Republican stars, you're going to get more conservative content.
All true. I do want to go back before we have to take a break. I do want to go back to that Trump Truth Social post because I just want to I just want to point out what he said about Taylor Swift. He said, or just look at woke singer Taylor Swift. Ever since I alerted the world as to what she was by saying on Truth that I can't stand her, hate, she was booed out of the Super Bowl and became no longer hot. The tide has seriously turned. Being woke is for losers. Being Republican is what you want to be. Thank you for your attention to this matter. God, I love that guy. It's
It's the greatest.
it's perfect. All right. You know what? I'm really excited to talk about this next story with you, Matt. I think you're going to enjoy this one. What am I talking about? You'll find out when we return. So do you recall that there has been a curious case of dildos being thrown at the WNBA games? No? You weren't aware
Nobody
of
watches the WNBA.
No, but they do post on Twitter, and there was a neon green, if we can, do we have the, there was a neon green dildo that keeps being thrown onto the games.
He shoves it up
Onto
his
the-
shirt.
Onto the he's like, don't look at this. It's a fake penis. And they had an arrest. There was an arrest. The fan who threw the dildo on the court was arrested in Atlanta, and they're going to be banned from all the games for at least 1 year. So now no one's going to show up at these games because the only people who were showing up was the one guy who was throwing neon green dildos on the court. Joke's on you, WNBA. Now no one's going to pay attention anymore because all people wanted to do was know about the dildos.
And they've just cut their crowd by half by getting rid of him. So I don't know what they're going to do now. I mean, does anybody watch that? I had this argument with someone about women's soccer as well. They're like, oh, England just won the whatever it is. I'm like, nobody cares.
No. And you know what's funny? There were so many people who told me whenever Caitlin Clark was playing in college, and they're like, oh, but Caitlin Clark. I'm like, how many WNBA games have you watched of Caitlin Clark's? Yeah. A big fat zero. I can guarantee you. Nobody has watched her since she has gone on to go to the WNBA because nobody cares. But I did think it was funny that WNBA player Sophie Cunningham posted on X on Friday, "Stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us." And I just like to know what these dildos are made of. I don't could it really hurt someone?
It's don't look at me. How am I going to know? I don't want to go.
You have experience with the.
I'm not going down that route at all. I refuse to comment on it.
Oh my God. What do you have, morals? Why are you on this show?
I know. I've just, yeah.
Downgraded.
No, I don't. Look, I don't know. I mean, you know what's going to happen? I mean, they're going to start throwing other things.
Like what?
I don't know.
Arby's sandwiches?
Maybe like what are those, like razors?
What?
So they can shave their armpits.
Oh.